Hi, this is Laura Wogzogen, your math instructor for Honors Statistics, and this is just a brief video to check in with you to make sure that we are understanding expectations for project number 3. So the first thing is that you'll notice that in modules you have project 3 folder, and this is something that we should have already explored. This has the list here for the project for you to read through details. There was an intro video that was on here. There are some example ideas, some helpful websites. Sometimes students struggle with finding data, and there is some websites here to look at. The grading rubric, which again we want to make sure we keep looking at to make sure we understand how this project is graded. And then we had our proposal for project 3, and a lot of us, it did not take just one attempt to do this. We had to take 2, 3, even 4 attempts I think I've seen so far, and some of us might want to change our project as we go through this data collection part. So if you ever need to change your project idea anytime between now and the due date, make sure you resubmit your proposal, and that way you get feedback on that new idea that you might have. This project proposal is open continuously, meaning that you can always resubmit things if something changes. So we should have our proposal done, but again, if something happens and you want to change your project, definitely do so. And then your introduction, which is that paragraph, at least a paragraph, explaining to a person that is not aware of what's going on. You should have something interesting and exciting that grabs their attention to start this. Why are we doing this project? Why is this important? You should be explaining how you collected your data, who you collected it from, how you got this. Was it from a survey? Was it from you actually were observing something, or was it where you went to a website and you collected that data? You need to talk about your hypothesis. You need to make sure that the person that is reading this understands what your project is about. A good idea is to have a friend or a family member read your introduction, somebody who has no idea about your project, and see if they understand what you're trying to do. And then also in your hypothesis, you should be using the correct terminology. I've been telling a lot of students that when you talk about correlation, it is only linear correlation that this class studies. So we are not looking at exponential correlation or logarithmic correlation. That would be in a different, more advanced statistics course. So things to kind of keep in mind. And so right now we should be starting to work on our statistics and calculations. So there is a video here on that, so definitely check that out, along with a handout that we have here. And then you are going to be uploading your statistics and calculations. So make sure that you do all of those. And if you have any questions, you can always stop by office hours and ask. The Marks is also a great place to go. We do have a computer lab there and a full-time instructor that works in the Marks who is comfortable with StatDisk and can help you with your questions. And then there's a brief little checklist here. Again, this doesn't have like everything, just those main ideas. So making sure that you can check everything off. That's just something for you to kind of make sure. And then also project 3 is not due until December 5th. But we want to make sure that we're hitting all of those deadlines. So make sure you do your statistics and calculations by November 21st. You will upload that. It's going to be screenshots and some explanations. Everything is typed. And you also want to make sure that you cover all of those parts, which are, checking to see if your population is normally distributed, your confidence intervals, and conducting your test. And that's unique for you. Some of us have chapter 10 ideas, some of us have chapter 9 ideas. So whatever it is that you have. Again, if you have any questions, definitely reach out and ask. But all of the material is in here. And sometimes it is nice to just have a conversation instead of just going through email. So please, please, please stop by office hours and ask those questions. Good luck. You guys got this.